Hello and welcome to another edition of Toys from the Attic. Once again, I have my box of Rock Lords with me, so let's open it up and see who we're going to take a look at today. Why, it's none other than Slimestone. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this guy. Slimestone is a silver, evil rock warrior with a different personality. Short, squat, and disgustingly sinister, Slimestone enjoys wallowing in a pool of boiling oil. He takes great delight in using his slime gun to smear his enemies in smelly, sticky materials that's almost impossible to get off. Okay, so here we have Slimestone. Now, there's not really much I can say about his rock form. I mean, he's supposed to be a rock of silver, and you can kind of see that with his chrome finish. It's really this nice mirror effect. I don't know how well it's being picked up on camera. I guess it shows it's really being bright. You can still see a little bit of the plastic worn down over time, but that's to be expected. I mean, Nugget's the same way. I mean, I've talked about the jagged, how I feel about all these little cracks and crevices, and that really helps feel that it's a rock. And I still feel the same way with this guy, even though he's supposed to be more of a metallic character. Anyways, as far as transformation goes, you just kind of start to pull him apart. Almost kind of can make him into a little bit of a spaceship right here. Let me move the camera up. Right, and then turn him around and make sure he's facing the correct way. You just bring his legs down. Bring his arms down. And you see his little hands right here. And then just separate these two parts to show his little evil face. Kind of nice little jagged teeth right there. Kind of reminds me of one of the Mousers. Now, as far as his eyes go, I have to be correct in saying that he has one red eye and one green eye. Now, that's something I actually had someone customize for me, well, my mom, back when I was 5, because in the comics he had one red eye and one green eye, so I wanted to be a little bit more accurate. But if you were to buy this guy, he would have 2 green eyes. As far as articulation goes, I mean, his arms can swivel up and down and move up and down like this a little bit, and then his arms right here can move in and out, but that's about it. And as far as his legs, they can kind of move up and down, and that's it as well. These little things kind of get in the way, so it limits how you can kind of move his arms sometimes, and if you want to really bring his arms up to do anything, it's going to cover his face a little bit, but what can you do? Now, he's also one of the few guys that I actually still have one of the weapons to, oddly enough. So, his little slime shooting gun right here has a nice little ring here, and you can see all the little electronic components right there. It just fits snugly right on his hand like this. It's a little chewed up at the bottom because one of my pets got to it at one time. And that's pretty much his him holding his weapon. Let me try to get that on there a little bit better. Him holding his weapon. Yeah, and it just falls apart right there. Anyways, as far as size comparison, you can see that he's almost just as tall as Nugget. And that's another thing too, is I feel in the show, he seems like he's just like one of the other Rock Lords, and that he was an organic character, whereas Nugget was a robot that was turned into a rock. I always felt that this guy is the evil counterpart to Nugget, and that he's actually a robot as well. But they never really stated that in the show or in his bio, which is kind of a shame. But you can see that they're pretty evenly sized and evenly matched, and I always considered him the rival of Nugget. Anyways, as far as the character goes, I really like him. He's definitely one that I'm happy that I have in my collection. As a matter of fact, I happen to have 2 of him. One without the red eye, and so that's one of the other reasons why I had my mom customize this one. But anyways, this has been Slimestone. Once again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear on the show in the future.